Hello and welcome back everybody again to another fine episode here at the Artist Corner. This is your illustrator and friend David Joyner. I'm coming to you again with another one of these silly tutorials of mine. This time I thought it would be fun to come in here and just show you guys some of what I do when I want to do a black and white. So I am going to spend my time filling in first. Definitely know that this area here is going to be dark. We're going to have kind of a light source coming from in here. So I'm going to fill this in dark like this. Just a simple full shading. Sorry if the camera wobbles. I'm trying to move quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause every so often to shorten the length of this video. And hopefully I'm not going to actually leave anything important out. We'll try this as a new method. Here we go. Alright, as you can see, I have completed this section here and here. And as you can see, we've got the grass that hasn't been done. We've got the one value of rock in here. Now we're going to come back in and darken the area near to the ground. And we're going to kind of find some of the shapes in the stone that we're looking for to kind of give it a 3D effect. So it's not a full ink illustration. There's some of this that is done in the pencil. But I think it adds a little bit of character doing it this way. Alright. And so that would be the area behind this stone here. So I'm going to consider this area to be pretty dark in there. But I'm actually going to stop and kind of separate an area right there. I don't know if you can see that, but that's actually the ground. This would be the wall of the, and then we've got more, oh, I burned myself on my own lamp. More of the stone wall, but I'm leaving this area at the bottom here. Okay. I think this area in here should be good and dark. And maybe a little bit right there. And in the crack. And we got some more cracks here I forgot. And down at the base of the grass. So, up here, we're going to come in with our eraser. We're actually going to pull some of this material out, just a little, not too much, but it is established that this is a daytime scene, so I think you get the idea. And now I'm going to pause again and we're going to move on. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm hoping that the camera did not get moved on you, but if it did, please forgive me. I was just answering a message from my friend. As you can see, we are moving right along at the bottom of the illustration. And, okay, we're going to go ahead and work on our lovely ladies here. Coming in here, we're going to do them individually, but let's just, we're going to go in and do some color defining first. So we're going to define things that don't have color with just a value difference. So first we come in and she's got this sort of shawl, and her shawl, which is going over her arms, comes down in front of her like that. And then we've got a bit of an elbow here, which we're going to need to have shading underneath of. Okay, So we got shading under the elbow and a shawl. We're going to put shading underneath of the shawl. I hope you can see that. You have to forgive my hand being in the way though. So we have shading under the shawl, shading on the shawl, and then shading just above the shawl with where she is pressing in to her back, and a little under the arm. But we're also going to bring the arm up just a little bit. The shading in the arm, as you can see, we are actually defining some of these shapes here in the shadow. See, the black line work comes this far, but her arm actually, shoulder actually is way up here. So this is where the magic comes in. That sounded really silly. Alright, you guys. How about I pause this and I'll go ahead and just keep this going. I got a feeling this is the kind of thing that everybody wants to see. It's probably the shading aspect of these illustrations. A good friend of mine's coming over today. I haven't seen him since high school. He knows who he is. If he watches these videos, he knows who I'm talking about. He is bringing me some fancy pants weights, some stuff to addition to my workout equipment. Anyway, so we've got the idea. Ooh, here comes the rain. Can you guys hear that out there? Here's our shadowing and a little more shadowing here. As I've said before, these are just very high-speed illustrations. I'm not taking a whole lot of time in this. Normally I would spend a lot more time on this. We will go ahead and pause this, and I'm going to move on a little bit, you guys, and I hope you're enjoying this different way of doing artwork. Okay, I'm back again, and we are still down here. I hope you can see that. I'm going to make sure my focus is good. Okay, and we are still in here working on now we're working on Mary Magdalene, and I am just trying to create a value difference between a light colored wicker basket and her dress. As you can see, she's got a dress on, and its reflective capabilities are not the same as a basket. So even though the basket is reflecting, it's reflecting more light, basically, giving us a higher contrast between it and its content. So you can see we can have the content of the basket, which is hanging over the edge, actually have its own cast shadow, and it's important. This is the nit and gritty of it, and that's a little dark, but you can always come back in and okay. We always come back, that's right. So anyway, we come in here, we're going to get the elbow and shade up the arm a little bit, hand to hand, and the chin, just under the chin, and a little bit in the ear, side of the head, but not past the cheekbone, as we know, and then a little bit in here. Underneath her veil, and have that whole area. Alright, and a little bit on the side. Okay. Oh, we also got in there, don't we? Okay. So we've now finished this, and this. We're going to go ahead and the more contrast we've got here, the better. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause again, and I will check my time first. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and stop this picture. I hope you enjoyed it. welcome and thank you and for coming to the Artist's Corner here with David Joyner. And I hope you come back for the finish of this illustration later on today. Thank you.